Facebook or Sam?
Whichever one you want.
Are you looking for high-quality, affordable sim racing paint schemes and graphics? Then look no further than Evan at Evan Pienta Designs. Driven by speed, Evan Pienta Designs offers a multitude of sim racing graphics from liveries to social media graphics to team and series logos. To see some of the work done by Evan, or even race one of the public liveries he's made, head on over to tradingpaints.com and search Evan Pienta.
Do what? What'd you say?
So I think it's going to be a good race tonight.
Oh, are we good? Testing. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Southern Broadcast Racing Network. I am Richard Hurst, and tonight joining me is going to be Jeremy Robbins. And Jeremy, we are at Michigan Motor Speedway, and looks like it's going to be a very exciting race with 33 drivers registered here at Michigan.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting here. As the Martin Sports 175, they're taking it up to Michigan. So, since Martin Sports is out of Michigan, I think that's very well. We've also going to be running some stuff for Great Lakes Recovery Center tonight. So, take a look at that. And, man, these power rankings and everything shifted up drastically after last week at Bristol.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking at the standings right now. Justin Wilson, with 3 wins in a row, is taking over that top spot with Aaron Smith with 2 wins, about 5 points behind him. So, very, very tight 1 and 2 race here in the points.
Yeah, and if you didn't do it, man, y'all missed out again. There's $40 going to be given away. You just got to get the top 5 right. And they pretty much give you a cheat sheet on how everybody's been doing. So that's just free money being pissed out in the wind.
Yeah, definitely. $40 is $40. That can get you a tank of, maybe a tank of gas, depending on what you drive, and other things. So don't forget to go ahead and register your drivers in the finishing order. But speaking of drivers, Jeremy, who you got for your pick tonight here in Michigan?
Well, I've tossed it around a little bit. Rod Jones, he's been running good. It's kind of leaning a little bit towards Rhett Tucker. I'd represent the Memphis boy. But you know what? He's had a rough go about, and I'm going to throw that Hail Mary out there. Scott Tompkins.
Scott Tompkins. Okay. All right. So I got 2 picks of the night. I got 2 picks. I'm either going to go with the 38 of Zach Miller, and his theme is it's Miller time, or the 19 of Curtis Ecker. I'm gonna pick some 2 underdogs here, and they are very confident about Michigan. So I'm gonna go with either the 19 or the 38 tonight.
Well, the way it's been looking in practice, there's been a lot of them having problems coming out of 1 and 2 on that straightaway, especially with the setup and the way these tires are. So it's going to be interesting to see who all is actually going to have patience to let the tires warm up, or who's going to throw the pedal to the metal and wipe out half the field.
Yeah, so qualifying is going to be very important, as I just seen Ryan Jones flying down pit road. Qualifying is definitely going to be very important here. So I would say, I'm going to try to put the fastest qualifying time in that I can, and start towards the front and hopefully stay out of the chaos. So if it stays green, pit strategy is going to be the thing here tonight. But if there's cautions, as you said, turn 2 has been a little catastrophic. I'm gonna still say I want to be at the front.
Oh, look who just liked the stream. I believe you might know that name out there.
Oh, Mr. Kyle Spots.
That is the quiet financial backer of SBRN. Quietly, financially, he'll come around.
Yep, glad to have him out there in the chat and on the stream. And if most of y'all have been trying to reach me on Facebook, Facebook is pretty much locked down. I cannot post on Facebook.
Did you go to Facebook jail?
I believe so. Either that or it's been hacked. I don't know.
Well, they're gonna wish they had some tire hacks tonight, because everybody's been talking, man, these tires they burning up. Let's see, we got a little bit downtime. Let's see, who do we want to bring up here? Chat, y'all have anybody y'all want to talk to? Let's see. catch somebody off guard. Who's somebody we hadn't had up here before?
Let's see here. I'm gonna say. Let's bring up Mr. Patrick Colby. We have not talked to him yet.
Patrick
At all.
Colby. We'll give him his few minutes in the sun. He's part of that Yellow Vision team. All right, I think we got Mr. Patrick Colby up here.
Mr. Patrick Colby, this is Richard and Jeremy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. We're sitting here watching you in that 9 Ford Mustang, American Muscle. Love that place. I've ordered a lot of parts from there back in the day when I drove my Fox body. But, you know, you're not sitting too bad here in practice ninth. You know, how you feeling about here at Michigan?
It's tight. It's tight. I think the track might be slowing down a little bit, so it's definitely going to come more to tire wear than anything else.
Tire wear. I also see that your hometown is Montgomery. Now, what state? Montgomery, Alabama, Montgomery where?
Alabama.
Oh, you're not too far from me. I'm actually up here in Auburn, so you're not too far from me.
No, not too far.
Well, glad to have a neighbor out there. But like I said, you're running ninth. You know, we wanted to bring you up here and see how you felt about it, and see if you have any, you know, tricks up your sleeve to maybe put that 9 car on the podium.
Man, I don't know if I have any tricks, but we're definitely going to just see how the race plays out. You know, I think keeping the right front on the thing is really going to be the key, keeping long run speed. These things are going to wear out so fast. So if we can do that, maybe we'll have a shot at it at the end. These guys are fast, so.
Well, we'll definitely be watching that American Muscle Mustang, and we wish you good luck here tonight at Michigan.
All right, thanks, guys.
Not a problem.
Well, it's part of that Yellow Vision team, and that team's led by the one and only second in points, Mr. Aaron Smith. And the way it's been going, it looks like it's going to be at least 50-50 with either him and Justin Wilson up here in the podium somewhere tonight.
Well, yes, but anything can happen here at Michigan. Let's see, pit road speed, I do believe, is 55 miles an hour. So you got to get that car slowed down from 170 miles an hour down to 55 to get onto pit road. You know, I've seen a few people trying to get on the pit road, and it's gave them a little bit of problems. So, you know, anything can happen. One mistake can ruin your night, but hopefully that's not the case with anybody. I don't wish them any bad karma. But maybe tonight might be one of those tracks where we see a new winner. Everybody has their track, and we'll see whose track this is tonight as we just finished up practice, and we're gonna go on to qualifying. Let's see who takes the track first.
I'm going to tell you, he probably don't want me to say anything about it, but when I logged in, I was watching. I come in and I see Tony Hillsbrand. He's locking him up straight down the pit road. He don't hit the grass. He don't hit pit road. He plow drives the center wall. That barrier just completely destroyed that car.
Well, your pick of the night, Scott Tompkins. He is out there in that number 45. What is that? Money Lions Toyota Camry.
I believe it is. So we're going to see. Hopefully he'll show out for us tonight.
Well, they did do a practice last night, and Curtis Ecker, you know, he is going to try to qualify on the top spot as he's out there on the track. He did say he was running pretty fast, even with a group of cars behind him catching him. He was about fifth fastest out of the group of cars, and he was all by himself. So let's look to see where he qualifies tonight. That is one of my picks of the night.
Yeah, I think that might be a little partial pick, but I do like his car. We'll say that he does have a nice car.
Well, anybody can hit a home run as long as they keep their eye on the ball.
Speaking of home runs, man, I'm so tired of hearing about this Judge guy. He's 62 home runs, whatever, man. Just because he's on the Yankees, they think he's special. get a few folks riled up on that one.
All right, here comes some qualifying laps are already in the top 8 so far. Curtis Eckert is holding on to 7th. Those times are subject to change as he drops down to 8th. Looks like Hollywood Smith is going to take over the top spot. Wright Jones is going to try to sneak into the 2nd place. Patrick O'Toole sitting there at 3rd for now.
There's Mr. Last Week's podium, Chase Berry, in that pine cone. Wilson was able to snag that pole, and this is going to be shifting up a little bit.
Well, it's not over till it's over. And Chase Berry is going to drop down. Here comes. Let's see who can take it over on their closing laps. Chase Berry dropping down to 6th. And then, like I said, all these times are subject to change as they finish up their laps.
Looks like we had a few that didn't qualify. About a handful of them. Riding right now with Ellis Thomas. He's trying to put him a good time in. And he's only able to break into the 17th position.
Chris Smith is qualified in the top 15. Right now sitting in 14th spot. M. Newton 13. We appreciate that follow.
There, Johnny Rappas, he's going down the back straight. So he's going to try to improve on that first lap. That first lap only put him in 21st position. Not really where he wants to be, but like we said, it's all temporary until that checker flag comes down. It's not where you start, Richard. It's where we're going to finish.
Absolutely. That number 52, Missions Barbecue, making me hungry every time I see it. And he brings in 11th place position. Oh, Mr. Johnny Rapp from Deptford, New Jersey. Ross Tatum has liked the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate all the likes and follows.
Let's see if how's Nathan's faring out. That first lap put him in 22nd. A little update, Ellis's second lap moved him all the way up to the 8th position. So looks like he's best on the 22nd. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for qualifying.
And going through the field as they get loaded in here. All right.
All right, well, they get ready, y'all. Take a moment. National anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land
All right, with them gridding up, it looks like we're going to have, he took the pole. Justin Wilson in P1. Outside of him is going to be Aaron Smith. P3 is going to be Rye Jones. P4 is going to be Randy Bechtel. P5 is going to be Brandon Fetterplace. 6 is going to belong to Chase Berry. 7th is going to belong to a Martin Sports driver, Mr. Jeremy Stanley. 8th is going to be Ellis Thomas. 9th is going to be Wesley Pistol. 10th, Nick Desaria, and I killed his name. 11th, Johnny Rapp. 12th is going to be Tony Hillbrands. 13th is going to be Matt Kuntz. 14th, Patrick O'Toole. I'll let you take that from 15 on there, Richard.
All right, 15th is going to be Andrew McGrongle. 16th is going to be Chris Smith. Rhett Tucker is going to be coming in 17th in his 99 Ford Mustang. Jay Heschman is going to be 18th, and 19th is going to be Mr. Patrick Colby in that number 9 American Muscle Ford Mustang. Curtis Ecker is going to be coming in 20th. 21st is going to be Scott Tompkins. 22nd is going to be Mr. Nathan Raji. Hopefully I pronounced that right. 23rd is going to be Brady Powers. 24th is going to be Jared Barclay. 25th is going to be Zachary. It's Miller time. Miller. Scott Martin is going to be in 26th. 27th is going to be Paul Thomas. 27th is going to be... 27th, Paul Thomas. 28th is going to be Zachary Doust. 29th is going to be Dustin Logston. 30th is going to be Larry Poling. 31st, Jacob Bradley. 32nd is going to be Trevor Trago. 33rd is going to be Brayton Laster. And 34th is going to be Michael Newton. And green flag is out, and we are green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. And that 54 of Justin Wilson, he is going to be overtook by Aaron Hollywood Smith on that outside with, looks like Mr. Randy Bechtel up there in the 4th position, trying to take over 3rd from the 91 of Rye Jones. Hanging tough on that outside. Outside is going to have a little bit of run. You are going to be able to use the draft here at Michigan, so we're going to see these guys probably line up a single file, quickly, and try to save those tires on that high side.
Yeah, that tire usage, we heard him talking about it. It's going to become a factor. Everybody's saying that car is tight, so it's going to be interesting to see, how long they're going to stretch these tires out. If they're going to keep it full throttle the first few laps, or just going to ease it the first few laps.
Yeah, right now I'm looking at a battle between Fetterplace and Barry. Fetterplace on the inside in that number 80 Liquid Death car as they're coming out of turn number 2. Now he's losing a position to Chase Berry, and looks like Ellis Thomas and that number 8 looks like Apex Energy car is going to try to take over on that ice outside as well, and that is going to be for the 6th and 7th position.
Yeah, it's kind of expected. We figured not Rye Jones. Well, we kind of thought Aaron Smith, Wilson, and Rye Jones would kind of break away since they had that starting 3. But, Randy Bechtel sitting in 4th. He's moved up once, and your top 4 really hadn't changed too much. They're all still the top 4, just in different positions.
Ooh, that 99 of Rhett Tucker got really close to the door of Ellis Thomas, but he was able to keep that 99 down low, and now he's making a run on the outside. He's going to dive it right behind Ellis Thomas and see if they can put those Ford Mustangs to the front, because as of right now, it's all Chevys and Toyotas in your top 5, with Ellis being the first Ford Mustang in a 6th. And there is a line of Fords right there behind Ellis, trying to help those Fords, those blue ovals, get to the front.
Yeah, you've pretty much got all the way from 5th down to 11th. It's all Ford except for Chase Berry and Brandon Fetterplace, who both run a Toyota and a Chevy. So if those Fords stick together, put those ponies up to the front.
Yeah, those ponies know how to gallop. And look at Ellis Thomas. He is going to go for the 4th position, try to take it over from Rye Jones, and they are 3 wide. You got the 99, the 91, and the 8. 91 is going to be the sandwich in there, and looks like the 91 almost made a little bit of contact with the 8, but the 8 made an evasive maneuver, and they are still straight and going.
And M. Newton out there, he did inform me it was he's race control, so he kind of can give us a heads up sometimes on what's going on. And we did get the word that the 9 and 67 got the EOL, but you know what? They're put 3 and 4 wide right now on the back stretch. I think I'd want an EOL too after seeing some of this close racing.
Oh, yeah. Well, right back here in the back, and it looks like they're going to try to take a 3 wide again. It looks like the 44, 28, and 22. We're looking to take a 3 wide. It looks like the 44 may have caught the wall just a little bit. And I want to point out, look at Mr. Colby. He is up 6 positions from where he started. You got Curtis Ecker up 6 positions from where he started. So Curtis Ecker making some moves. He started back in 20th. So, and now he is up to 14th. So great job by these two trying to make some moves. Maybe they can get together and put their cars up towards the front. And like I said, that high line is probably going to be the best line to run to save those tires, as Curtis Ecker is making another move. He is going to be on the outside, 9 on the inside, and it looks like that 60 car of Jeremy Stanley, they are going to take it. Oh, I'm sorry, not 60, but 00. They took it 3 wide for just a minute.
Yeah, that's back towards the back. They're getting a little shaky back there. The 22 and the 44, and you've got the 13 who's kind of split in the middle of them. So, I mean, it's getting pretty hairy back towards the back once you get from about 13
We
to
got
about
contact.
20.
And that looks like it was the 54, and that is going to be Dustin Logston. It looks like he had to go down to the backstretch apron to avoid some contact. But he did bring it back on track, and he is still rolling at full speed. Lost a few positions with that evasive maneuver, but alive and still able to race.
Yeah, I'd rather lose a few positions than lose a car.
Absolutely, and going back up towards the front of the pack. Look at that 9 and Patrick Colby. We talked to him a little bit earlier, and you know, he is up to 12th, and Curtis Ecker right there behind him up to 13th. So these guys are making moves along with Scott Tompkins in that number 45 Toyota Camry. He is up to 14th. So all these guys have moved up 7th and 8th positions from where they started this race. So amazing job early on here, but our biggest mover right now is going to be that 99 of Rhett Tucker, and I know his mama's out there watching, so hopefully she is out there cheering him on.
Oh yeah, more than likely Miss Tucker is out there pulling for him. And you know, I was kind of tossed around on him being my pick, but I just couldn't go 100% with it though. I didn't feel that confident on it.
You did? Oh my goodness, you didn't have the confidence. I'm telling him. I'm so telling him.
His mama's probably going to tell him. His mama may get on me. She may get my ass in shack. You never know.
I am riding around with, I'm trying to figure out what that car is. Oh, it's a 77. That is an interesting looking paint scheme. I want to try to get a little bit better look at that. It's like stars and stripes. I like it.
Nothing too flashy, but you don't have to be flashy here.
Absolutely not. Well, it looks like the 70 and the 58 are pretty much nose to tail with Wesley Pistol up 6 positions from where he started. He is riding around in the 3rd. Randy Bechtel is going to be in your 4th position. Rhett Tucker riding around in 5th. Got a little bit, looks like a little bit tight coming out of turn number 2, but he was able to keep it out of that outside wall. Now he's got the 92 of Tony Hilbrand's passing him for that 5th position on the bottom side, and he does a little slide job to bring it right up in front of Ellis Thomas. Oh, I'm sorry, in front of Rhett Tucker.
Yeah, so many drivers. It's hard to keep them all straight. The ones we've got a majority of them down because they was here last season, but we've had a lot this season. I mean, it's going from the 87s to the next gens. They jumped a few generations.
Yeah, they definitely jumped a few generations, and these cars are definitely definitely a handful to handle at some tracks, but these guys make it look easy. As you know, we are at lap 12, have not seen a caution yet. You know, so my hat's off to them for the clean racing that they put on each and every week that we broadcast. Love to watch these guys.
Looks like Chase Berry and Jeremy Stanley's fixing to battle it out going into turn 1 and 2.
And Scott Tompkins looking to capitalize from that little battle too, as he is right there behind Chase Berry. Gonna try to make that high line work for him. Oh, a little bit of wiggle from the 60. And Chase Berry and Scott Tompkins are gonna be able to get around him. Probably coming out of turn number 4.
Yeah, into the tryover right there. So I mean, they're picking up some speed when you come out at 4 if you can stick to that high side, but they're not letting Stanley get up there.
Rhett Tucker working on the outside of Fitter Place. Is he going to be able to do it? Not this time. Fitter Place is riding a lower line than the 99, and I saw that wiggle.
A little bit of contact there between Rhett Tucker and Rod Jones. And I'm telling you, Richard, I'm pretty sure Patrick Colby was holding on tight, praying to God, because he'd have been caught up in that, along with Chase Berry, and probably about 4 or 5 more.
Looks like Jeremy Stanley is still under fire from that 45. Oh, a little bit of contact between the 45 and the 60. A little bit of door check. No harm, no foul. They keep it straight. Curtis Ecker right there behind, watching that battle go on. And I am going to ride with Mr. Ecker for a minute and see what he sees out of his front windshield. A lot of side-by-side action going on. Coming in to turn number 3, coming out of turn number 4. Now, Jeremy, you're on lap 16 out of 88. No caution yet. Are you thinking about pit strategy as of right now? Oh, a little bit of contact right there in front of Curtis Ecker, and that is going to be, looks like the 45 of Scott Tompkins. He had a little bit of contact right there in front of Curtis Ecker.
I think these tires are starting to fall off a little bit.
You got the 70, the 58, the 94, and the 18 pretty much all in a line with the 92 in tow. And these 5 drivers have broken away about a second away from Ellis Thomas and crew behind him. You got Brendan Fitter Place, Patrick Colby. He has made it up 11 positions. Him and Scott Tompkins are the biggest movers of the race. They are 11 positions up from where they started. But it's still not over yet, as all these drivers, all the way back to, I'm going to say, Matt Coots. We talked about him a lot at Watkins Glen. He was running really well until a pit road penalty. But all these drivers from Ellis on back are pretty much right there under a blanket. The 52 pretty much separates them. And he's pretty much running on his own with Zach Miller in tow, about a second and a half back.
Yeah, they've kind of lost the draft, so I mean, it's also, they could be seeing all this shifting going up there in front of them. They want to make sure they got plenty of time to
lead battle. Yeah, you're definitely correct about that. And we got a lead battle going on right now, and Aaron Hollywood Smith has lost the lead to Justin Wilson, and it looked like Wesley Pistol was going to try to make the move with him, but Wilson left him out to dry on that high lane, and now Aaron Hollywood Smith is going to be left out to dry on that low lane, so he's going to lose a couple of positions unless this is his plan to drop back just a little bit and save that fuel so he can go the extra mile ahead of everybody else. Randy Bechtel gonna cut down low as the 70 drifted up in front of him, but Randy Bechtel is gonna look down low and see if he can take away that third position from Hollywood Smith. 92 of Hillbrands is watching this little battle, and the yellow flag is out. And what are we out for?
I am looking. Maybe race control out there can give us a heads up on what happened, because I'm not seeing nothing.
Maybe the one? He is the slowest on the track. No, not the one. There's big smoke up ahead. I don't see anything going on, though.
I'm not even seeing anybody jump into the pits.
Okay, there's a lot of contact, and that is going to start with Colby. Okay. So Colby has got into a little bit of an incident coming out of turn number 2. So, yeah, turn number 2, Colby, incident. And let's see who else is involved with that. Looks like the 91, I believe. Looks like the 9 just gets a little bit loose, maybe touches the 45 just a little bit, pushes him up into Rhett Tucker, and then all chaos breaks out from there. A lot of drivers missed that just barely. Curtis Ecker being one of them. Imagine that Curtis may have got a little bit of rear end damage because he had a car right there on the back bumper of that machine. So let's I'm gonna take a ride with him.
Oh yeah, definitely. That 9 got to wiggling a little bit and bumped up into Rhett Tucker.
Curtis made it by the hair on his chinny chin, but he was able to get through that with no damage at all. So that's going to change up this as Aaron Hollywood Smith pretty much gets the race off of pit road with Wesley Pistol in second, Hillbrands in third, Jay Heschman in fourth, Chase Berry fifth, and Justin Wilson may have had a little bit of problems on pit road because now he comes out sixth. Randy Bechtel coming out seventh. Eighth is going to be Tompkins. Blah, blah.
While they're into caution, let's take it to the side-by-side and shout out to some of these sponsors of Slingshot Racing League.
Absolutely. Glad to have them aboard. All right, we are back and we are getting ready to go. Green flag racing with Aaron Hollywood Smith, bringing him to the Geico restart zone, and he is off like a rocket with Tony Hillbrand's trying to catch back up to him on that low lane. Aaron Smith decided to take the low lane, and he was able to overtake everyone and get up to that top spot to get a good entrance coming into turn number 1. Coming out of turn number 2, he's going to slide it up to the top, and it is a hornet's nest behind that 70 car. Yeah, they are almost 3 wide with Ellis Thomas and looks like the 91 of Rye Jones. They all had the 92 of Hillbrand's pretty much pinned up to the top lane, and he is losing a lot of spots as of right now. 60 of Jeremy Stanley. He's going to try to work his way around. Every time I see that 60 car, I'm wishing it was old Mark Martin's throwback.
A little 3-wide battle they had didn't work out too well for him.
No, and look at Ellis Thomas. He is up 5 positions right there behind the 91 of Rye Jones, and Ellis Thomas is going to be now in second place with Justin Wilson going to tuck in behind that 8 car of Ellis Thomas. Ellis Thomas looking to the inside. Now he's going to tuck back behind the 91. He didn't want to slide up into him. He didn't have a good entrance on turn number 1. Coming out of turn number 2, he's going to use that momentum with the 58, pushing him right behind him to try to get a run coming into turn number 3. Now your pick, Scott Tompkins, he is up to the 4th position, and he is trying to make some moves, and we have a yellow flag. It looks like the 42 is going to be in trouble. I'm not getting any indicators on track as far as things happening, but track map shows me who is getting into trouble. Ooh, it looks like the 42 and the 77, I do believe that was. I'm going to have to rewind that and take a better look.
Yeah, them two right there just kind of got into each other a little bit. Scott Martin somehow managed to get through it. I'm thinking why SDK didn't throw the caution for us on it was the fact that they did keep moving, and it was a race control caution, not our racing caution.
Very true, very true. Now, it's hard to say. It looks like the 77 came right up into the 42, and, you know, he didn't hit anything, so that car doesn't have a lot of damage on it. So I think that 42 is going to be able to keep up with the rest of the field when we go back green. So could have been worse than it actually was, and that's going to throw our second caution of the night at lap 27 of 88. So still a lot of racing left.
Yeah, that's wild, Richard. They run 26 green laps, and then we get 2 cautions back to back. Do you think it's starting? Do you think the caution break caution saying is coming into effect now?
It is definitely possible.
Since we've got a moment, I'm going to bring up Ellis Thomas up here, who's sitting in unfamiliar territory. He's sitting in P2. We grab him for a minute.
They did, Dad.
Hey, Ellis, Jeremy and Richard up here. You got a copy, brother?
Copy. What's happening, guys?
Man, you're picking them off one by one. You've only got 1 left in your windshield.
Yeah, I think that those 4 tires kind of helped. You know, we had that situation. I think Aaron 70 car might have been on old tires, which kind of stacked things up and allowed me to get up here. So I don't know if we got speed for the 91 tonight, or maybe even Justin, but hoping for a top 5.
Take what you can get. Go ahead, Richard.
I was about to say top 5 would definitely be good, but Yeah, I'm telling you to shoot for the stars and go for that win. You have the speed. We've watched you. You know, you're up 6 positions from where you started. So that Ford Mustang is definitely got some horses pushing it. So
Yeah, we got some speed. It's turning. Apex Energy is keeping it fast tonight.
that is definitely true. Well, we wish you luck. We're going to be watching to see how you do tonight. So keep up the good work, and
Right.
you getting ready to go green.
Appreciate it, guys. Good luck.
He is so humble.
Well, so far, biggest movers of the race is going to be Scott Tompkins up 17 positions and Mr. Brady Powers in that number 22. He is up 15 positions from where he started. And, you know, a little sleeper back there, that 69 Havoline Chevy Camaro, he is also up 16 positions. That's going to be Mr. Larry Poling.
Yeah, that is not
He
a
is
name. That's not a name we speak too much of, Richard.
It's not, but you know, every driver has their day, and today's his day to have his number shouted out because he is making some moves out there on the track. Other big movers of the race is going to be Mr. Jacob Bradley, up 12 positions from where he started the race, and the 38 of It's Miller Time, Zach Miller.
Well, I think Larry Poland needs to get up another 17 positions. That'd be real nice.
Well, anything can happen. Like you said, cautions breed cautions. We're getting ready to go back green, and looks like that 91 of Rye Jones with Ellis Thomas sitting on his outside. They're coming to the Geico restart zone, and we are green flag racing. 91 and 58 got a really good start on the inside, left Ellis Thomas in the dust, but he is going to fight right back on that outside lane. He is going to have Randy Bechtel to battle for that third position, but the outside may commence on coming out of turn number 2 as they will have the speed, and it looks like we had a blinker there for just a minute, and Ellis Thomas is going to prevail in that third position.
We want to talk about somebody who's actually making some pretty decent moves, and that's going to be Andrew in that 09. He got the EOL, and he's worked his way up to 5th position right now.
All the way to the back, all the way from the back to the front, and now working on the top 5. Yeah, you are absolutely correct on that one. He's showing some speed as he now tops the top 4, and look at that Apex Energy number 8. He is working on Rye Jones on the inside, going for the lead early, right after the caution, and he has got the lead, and now he is our current leader, gonna slide it right up in front of that 91. 58 had to slide it right in the back of the 91, and they are pretty much in a straight line with McGrongle in that 09 looking to the inside of the 91, and he is going to make the pass on the inside for that second spot. Justin Wilson trying to make the same moves, but he just can't get there to make the pass, and everybody goes to the high side, pretty much gets in line, and leaves Justin Wilson in 4th place with Randy Bechtel in 5th.
You know, Richard, he said he didn't think he had much for the 91. I think he's just been a little, what's the word? Shy about his driving skills.
Yeah, I don't think he's really showing what exactly he has. As you know, he has about a 0.3 of a second lead on McGrongle, and you know they are pretty much going to get nose to tail, and you know they got about a 0.3 of a second lead over Jones. McGrongle does. So it's anybody's race here at Michigan, and you know. Look up there in the top 10 on that high side, right there behind Chris Smith is gonna be that 19 of Curtis Ecker. That was my pick of the race, and he is right around the line, working on that number 22 on the inside. Now trying to work on the outside of the 60. He got back in line with the 28 of Chris Smith. Chris Smith up 10 spots from where he started. He is running in the 6th spot. Now, Scott Tompkins is in that Hornet's nest with the 60, the 19, the 22, and the 80. So, it's anybody's position as they are looking to go 3 wide. Curtis Ecker was looking on the outside of Scott Tompkins, decided not to, and they are pretty much going to be running 8th and 9th.
You know, I really hope our picks don't wreck each other.
Nope, now they're 3 wide. The 60, the 45, and the 19. They are going to take it 3 wide. Curtis Acker going to hold it up against the wall. Going to keep it clean. And look at the move for the 45. Just pushed it in front of the 80. And looks like he got a little bit wiggly. And now he's going to try to get back to the 19 as the 19 took over the 7th spot. Up 13 position from where he started. Scott Tompkins up 13 positions from where they started, and Chris Smith up 12 spots from where he started, working on top 5 here tonight.
You know what? I'm going to start saying, you know, you've got Scott Tompkins. He's an aggressive driver. He's kind of starting to fill in the shoes of how Kyle Busch is.
Oh, we got to fight for the lead, and it's going to be the 09 of McGrongle. He is going to be looking to the bottom side of Ellis Thomas, and he is going to be able to overtake the lead from Ellis Thomas. Ellis Thomas going to stay to that high side, get the run off of turn number 4, and going to use that draft to catch back up. Now, these two have almost broken out to a 1-second lead on second position of Justin Wilson. So great job by these guys trying to break away, and Ellis Thomas going to use the draft and try to stay with McGrongle.
You know, I want to rotate through the field, but you know what? This battle we've got up here all the way from about 3rd to, I don't know, about 12th.
I think Brady Powers is going to be the last one in this in that battle, and that's going to be the 11th position with Wesley. He's right there on the edge, and he's going to join the battle too. So yeah, 12th is, you are correct, and they're going to take it 3 wide coming out of turn number 4. Look at that. 94, 22, and 80 right there crossing the start-finish line, 3 wide, and they are 3 wide right there in front of them with that Curtis Ecker on the outside. So Scott Tompkins is the sandwich.
We got 2 sandwiches there. Oh my God, Richard, I cannot take the anxiety.
Oh, a little wiggle from Scott. He touches the 60, I believe. Curtis Ecker backs off. He lets Scott Tompkins in. Great move by Curtis. Very good awareness.
Oh my God, I'm going to need Xanax for this. I cannot handle this.
Brady Powers up 13 position from where he started. And they are still 3 wide, 80, 22, and 94. That Tennessee Vols.
Now, Jeremy Stanley and Scott Tompkins, they've had a couple issues these past few weeks as he's not settled right really with the boys over at Martin Sports. But you know what? They're racing each other pretty clean right now.
Still anybody's race as we have 50 laps to go here at Michigan. And it is some exciting racing going on towards the front. They have finally worked it out to now. They're back to 2 wide, and it looks like you know, Wesley Pistol, he was actually one of the what's the word I'm looking for? One of the lucky ones that was able to get past on the low side and beat the high line with most of the draft. Oh, the 22 is going to slide up into Curtis Ecker, and that is going to steal some momentum from the 19. But not a lot of momentum, and they're going to be 3 wide, 19 on the outside, 22 in the middle, and 80 is going to try to blow by him on the low lane, and he is going to be able to make that pass and do a little bit of slide job, but he is probably going to lose a little bit of momentum coming out of turn number 4, and he hits the wall right in front of Curtis Ecker, but he does keep it in the gas. Curtis Ecker going to look down low. It looks like the 80 may have grabbed a little bit of fender damage, but no harm, no foul. He is still able to keep up with the rest.
Oh gosh, well, it looks like it's calmed down just for a minute, as it has. We're going to rotate towards the back of the field and see what we got going on back there.
Absolutely. Zach Miller got a little battle going on between him and the 1 of Jacob Bradley. Jacob Bradley up 13 positions from where he started, so great job by him. 77 was involved in a little bit of an incident. He is back up to the 19th position. You know, Jared Barclay, he is one of those silent drivers too. Looks like he's got a little bit of right side damage riding around in the 18th position.
And something I'm not used to seeing, and I know the viewers out there aren't, Aaron Smith is outside of the top 20.
Ooh, so Ellis Thomas did tell us about this. He elected not to take tires. I guess he was figuring, the more tires that he has at the end of the run, the better. But right now, it is not paying off in his favor. You are right, 21st place, and he is down 19 spots from where he started. Riding back here with the 42 of Paul Thomas. He is one of those silent guys, we don't talk a lot about, but that John Deere car is up 5 positions from where he started.
Yeah, Paul Thomas, he's very conservative. He's a quiet one. He don't like to be involved in nothing, so he kind of stays to himself. Conservative is sometimes a good thing here at tracks.
Absolutely.
I went dumbfounded for a minute, forgot what track it was at.
Yeah. Happens to me a lot. We're everywhere, throughout the week. We're at different tracks, and it's hard to keep track. But back here in last place, I'd like to know what happened to Patrick O'Toole, because he was up towards the front. Now he is down 16 positions. So he qualified in the middle of the pack and lost a lot. Same way with Chase Berry. I don't know if this was their pit strategy. Maybe they came in and took a top off and started in the back and just now conserving what they have. Also, Mr. Johnny Rapp, we saw him up towards the front. He qualified pretty well, down 15 spots from where he started. And Red Tucker, we saw him battling, up in the top 5. Now he is back here in 24th. So hopefully everything is all right with their cars. 92 also. So don't know if this is pit strategy or fuel strategy, but we shall see when it comes all down to the end. And it looks like the pack has caught up to the top 2, and that is going to be McGrongle and Thomas.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. It looks like they might have burned up their tires trying to get away from everybody, hoping maybe for a caution, but
they're not getting it.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get it right now.
Well, we have made it over halfway. 45 laps are down of 88, so over halfway. And we are still green flag racing, and it is still a hornet's nest back here riding around with Chris Smith. And at 28, he has the 22 Brady Powers to deal with, along with Brandon Fitterplace. They have been, battling back and forth. So it's anybody's position at this point. It's just a matter of who is going to wear out the tires first. And it looks like we're thinking about taking a 3 wide. The 22 makes an evasive maneuver down to the low lane, trying to overtake the 60. 60 dives it up in front of the 28, and here comes the 22, and going to try to battle with the 60 of Jeremy Stanley. All right, while we are under green flag racing, we are going to take it side by side and give those sponsors some more shout outs. So we will be right back. Stay tuned.
UD Awards is a small Lithuanian business that creates and produces non-standard customizable trophies for sports, esports, and business events. Exceptional attention to the customer, quality and details are our priorities. Unique, natural, non-standard and durable, these phrases describe our thinking and products. The UD Awards team includes sports and esports enthusiasts, and we know these emotions and energy that go into them, so creating awards for athletes is a real pleasure for us. Let's break the standards together. Find UD Awards at etsy.com/shop/udwards.
Are you looking for high-quality, affordable sim racing paint schemes and graphics? Then look no further than Evan at Evan Pienta Designs. Driven by speed, Evan Pienta Designs offers a multitude of sim racing graphics from liveries to social media graphics to team and series logos. To see some of the work done by Evan, or even race one of the public liveries he's made, head on over to tradingpaints.com and search Evan Pienta.
All right, we are back, and looks like McGrongle has got a mirror full of that 58 llama machine, and he is trying to take over the lead from the 09. Not able to get there coming out of turn number 4, coming through the tri-oval. Still not able to get there. Looks like Randy Bechtel, he's trying to make some moves. Ellis Thomas is falling back to 6th position, so I think his a little bit of contact between the 45 and the 60, and the 45 is going to dive it down low, trying to make the pass on Ellis Thomas. 60 thinking about trying to follow the 45, not able to get there, but the 45 slides out of it in front of Ellis Thomas. Ellis Thomas saying, no, I'm not going to take that, and trying to make the inside pass once again and get back to that 6th spot.
Richard, it's 38 to go. How you feeling on your strategy? I mean, you saw the tires starting to take a wear. I mean, Aaron Smith may have played it smart going with the fuel strategy he did. He took a gas and go. So did he play it right?
I don't know what to believe. I think Aaron is back here with the 42, riding around in 21st place. Now, look how far back he is. You know, he is quite a ways back. So 21st place, he is 14 seconds back. I don't know if even if it's stopping right now would benefit him a lot, because once he makes that stop, everybody else is going to make their stop and possibly be able to make it. Now, their last pit stop was on lap 21. It's very hard to say. Piston was the only one that went in at lap 27, so he can make it quite a few extra laps, because he went in and topped off as he is working on 3rd place, trying to get around the 91 to take over 2nd, not able to get there because he's got a lot of cars around him that wants that position. Also, Ellis Thomas, Randy Bechtel. Another one, is Jay Heschman. He is riding around in the 12th position. He stopped in at lap number 27 also. So it's very interesting, as Pistol is going to take over the 2nd spot. Now he is looking for Justin Wilson, looking to get around him. Very interesting strategies going on. So I don't know if Hollywood has the correct pit strategy, but we shall find out here very, very soon.
You know what? While we're still doing pretty good on green, let's cover your baby's ears and turn your TVs up. We fixing to crank it up for y'all a little bit.
Tim Edie. All right, we already have some pit rotators, and that's going to be the 09 and the 80 of Fitter Place. Now they are going to come down a pit road. Hillbrands is already in, Tucker is already in, so these guys have already made their stop, leaving Justin Wilson out to battle the 91 for the lead if he can catch up to him, with Randy Begdale moving up to third. He's up one spot from where he started, with Wesley Pistol falling back as he was battling for the lead at one time. Now he is falling back to the fourth position. Jeremy Stanley, riding around in the fifth spot. What a great job by this 60 machine. And Brady Powers, him and Scott Tompkins had a little bit of bumping going on just a little while ago as we were under the Crank It Up. Brady Powers had, got in front, pretty much cut the 45 off, and the 45 said, no, I don't like that, and gave him a little bump in the rear and got him a little bit loose, but they were able to keep it straight. So a little displeasure from the 45 machine to the 22. But it looks like we got, it's Miller time. Zach Miller in the pits. He is making his pit stop. Jared Barclay, Scott Martin, and Scott Tompkins is off and away. So Justin Wilson, Rye Jones, and Jeremy Stanley, Ellis Thomas, Chris Smith, Curtis Ecker, and Colby are making their pit stops.
Yeah, we're fixing to start seeing that green flag pit stop that we was talking about. We're going to be down to about 28 to go, and 27 when they get done cycling.
And the 70 of Aaron Smith, I'm going to be curious to see where he is at on the track after all the pit cycles, cycle through. He is sitting second in points. He needs a good finish to keep that second spot from from those points closing in on him. Right now he has dropped to 24th in points, and what lap did he make his pit stop on?
He went in on 56. So I'm not sure his pit strategy may work out here at Michigan.
Yeah, he went in 56 and everybody else is coming in, so I don't know if his older tires are going to get him up there like he had hoped.
You've got the whole field now, Richard. They're all spread out.
And look at Mr. Jay Heshman staying out on the track, leading him some laps with Mr. Zachary Doust. He is going to be sitting in second. Right now, he is up 28 positions from where he started. So as long as, it stays green, he won't be there for long, but he is about to make his pit stop, I believe. Looks like his car is slowing down, and yes, he's dropping it down on the apron. The 06 of Jay Heshman, he is stopping in for his final pit stop. And that's going to cycle out the 09 of McGrongle. He is going to be showing your race leader. Now, he is out quite a bit from Wilson, which Wilson will be showing second here in just a minute as they pass first and second.
Yeah, they've got about a 3-second lead on the rest of the pack, so but you've got multiple cars that's right there together that's around the 3-second mark, and he's by himself up there in the front, so that's probably going to play a pretty good factor with the draft coming into effect with about 18, 20 to go, 26.
Well, that all depends on if they get to battling. So right now they are all in a line. They are slowly taking off a little bit of time. Now it's under 3 seconds, at about 2.9. But it looks like McGrongle is holding his own as of right now. Now it's about 2.97. So he is still right there in that 3 second mark with a little over 20 laps to go. He's not going to be able to hold it for very long, but if these guys behind him can get the racing it out, I believe he can hold it.
Yeah, and I think you will see some racing amongst these guys, because them 5 right there we're watching right now, Wilson, Jones, Stanley, Tompkins, and Fetter Place, and Smith, they are pretty itching for a win. Stanley sticking it there and saying, I'm taking him on the high side.
So Randy Bechtel, actually these guys are still all, the top 6 are pretty much in a line, or top 7 should I say. And then you got Ellis Thomas. He's got his own little group that he is leading, and they are coming pretty fast.
You know what? I'm looking at the relative time there. Wilson and company is not catching Andrew. They're still about 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds behind them.
Yeah, they have made up about 0.4 of a second in the last 2 laps, but it's taken them a little while. They're still lined up with the 60 of Stanley pushing that 58 of Wilson. Rye Jones sitting right back there, just buying his time, probably saving a little bit of that pedal for just in case this thing goes green. And look at Mr. Scott Tompkins. He is up 16 spots, but now almost 2 seconds split McGrongle and the 58 of Wilson. So they are coming quick, fast, and in a hurry. He has got to find some more speed if he wants to keep that position, because it's going to be pretty much like passing him at Daytona once they catch him.
Yeah, and Stanley and Jones and Wilson and Tompkins, they're starting to close that gap. They've got him down to under 2 seconds now.
You got Chris Smith back there in the 6th place. He just made the pass on Brandon Fitterplace. He was riding around in 7th. Now you got the Wesley Pistol. He is all in the rear view mirror of that 80 Liquid Death car, and he is trying to make up some time to take over that 7th spot from that Liquid Death. And here he goes. He's going to dive it out to the inside. Is he going to have the run coming off of turn number 4? Yes, he does. He makes the slide job, slides it right in behind Chris Smith, and they are making moves back here for 6th and 7th. Or I'm sorry, for 7th.
Yeah, and the rest of the field, all the way back to about 12. They're about 2 seconds back from the leader, and then you've got Nathan, who's about 10 seconds back. So
now 1.2 seconds split McGrongle and Wilson. They are still coming fast. That freight train is a moving, and they are just steaming right along, as now it is almost under a second. So 21 laps to go. He cannot hang on for very much longer, but will he throw the block and slow this train down?
Well, you've got to.
What's up?
You've got to. He's got to slow him down.
Well, right now, the 60 and the 91 are going to be slowing down just a little bit, as the 91 is going to be working on the bottom side of the 60. Is he going to be able to make the pass? They're going to take it 3 wide coming into turn number 3. 3 wide. 94 on the top, 60 on the bottom. Rye Jones decides he does not want any part of that, so he slides it right behind the 60 of Stanley. So not ready to take it 3 wide just yet. And Chris Smith, he is going to be right there with Tompkins. Tompkins on the high side. Chris Smith going to try to sneak it in there and get between him and the 91. And he does. He slides it right in. And you have Randy Bechtel. They're watching these battles, and they know they are going to be a little bit slower. And I'm wondering what's happening to the 80. I'm wondering if he got a little bit of damage or something is not right with his car because he is dropping. He just dropped down to 11th, and Curtis Ecker is going to be the next one to make the pass if he does. Curtis Ecker looks like he got passed by a lap car, so he might have a little bit of trouble going on with his car. But riding around in 12th position, that's not too bad at all. Yep, I sure am.
Well, Wilson and company, they was able to catch Andrew and able to take it on the tri-oval. So that's going to relinquish the lead, and Wilson's going to take it back over with Pistol in tow and McGrongle running in third. And looks like you got a little bit of breathing room before you get back there with Jeremy Stanley, Rod Jones, and Chris Smith. But that pack back there is not going to go away easy.
No, not going to go away easy at all, as the 09 McGrongle is dropped down to third, and the 91 of Rod Jones, he is looking to use that draft to catch up to him as they come into turn number 3. And the 58 is trying to create a little bit of breathing room as he is about 2.5 seconds in front of that 94 Tennessee Volts machine.
I think this is going to come down to the last 5 laps.
Think so? I don't know.
I think we're going to see a caution probably setting about lap 8 with 8 to go.
With 8 to go, I'm digging it. Yeah, I'm digging that.
I mean, I'm not going to really see where it is. Everybody looks like they're pretty much spread out. See no real rivalries out there close to each other.
You know, a big shout out to that one of Jacob Bradley and the 77 of Zachary Doust. You know, they started in the back, and now they are up 14 and 15 spots from where they started, riding in the 14th and 15th spot. so these guys are making moves, you know, and riding around in the top 15. And it looks like 77 is going to try to overtake that 14th spot from the 1.
Yeah, that's about the closest battle we've got right now on the track. It's between the 77 and the 1.
Trying to figure out what happened to Zachary Miller, as he may have had a bad pit stop because he is a lap down with 15 laps to go. He's going to need a miracle to get his lap back. Actually, he might be showing a couple laps down.
Well, we're going to go ahead and give a shout out to the sponsors in case we have a nice little showdown towards the end. We will not have to break away from it. So hang tight. We'll be back in one moment.
Oh, a yellow's out. All right, we are back, and while we're at our sponsor break, we had a caution fly. The 92 and the 99, Hillbrands and Tucker, they brought out the caution. It looks like they had a little battle for quite a few turns, and then may have been a little bit of net code. Cannot really tell. We'll have to analyze it further, but yeah, these two got together and brought out the caution.
That wasn't net code. That was a high five in the door panels.
Well, they were riding door to door, so it's very hard to tell.
Check that rear chase view out. Gives a far chase.
Yeah, the 99 did come down just a little bit, got into the 92, sent the 99 up to the wall. The 99 came back down into the 92, and it was just chaos from there. So that is a game changer for pretty much everybody. Everybody's going to be bringing it down pit road. Everybody's going to be taking those 4 fresh field goods. Probably, if they have enough fuel, not even topping it off, making that car lighter and a little bit faster. So what do you got now?
I was 3 laps off is what I got.
Yeah, you were that. You went to commercial too quick. So that is a big
It's a game changer.
It's a game changer, especially because Aaron Smith, now he's caught up. He's on the right pit strategy. He's riding around in 18th. You know, he had a fast car. You got Scott Martin. He is riding around in 16th. Good to see him up, you know, towards the top 15. You got Brady Powers. You got Ellis Thomas. He's led this race. You got Scott Tompkins. You got Chris Smith up here just outside the top 5. You got Justin Wilson. He has been, you know, a force to be reckoned with. And you got McGrongle. He is riding around in 4th. So all the strategies are now out the door, back on the level playing field, and we're going to be going green with 10 laps to go. So it's going to be a 10-lap shootout, and I don't believe that's going to be our last caution.
Oh, definitely not, Richard.
I think you still got the I think you're still going to be within 8 laps.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. You've got some of those aggressive drivers up there in the top 5. I ain't going to say no names. They go by like Scott, Randy, and, you know, Wesley. But I think it's going to be interesting.
I thought you didn't call any names.
I didn't say no names. I named names. I didn't say one. I said multiple.
Well, looks like the top 3 have broken out. They got a really good restart. Justin Wilson is still in that top spot with Rye Jones sitting in 2nd, and he is under fire from Wesley Pistol. Wesley Pistol was looking to the bottom side, and now he's going to look to the bottom side again. It looks like he's going to try to pull that 09 with him, maybe try to make some moves. The 09 abandons that and gets right behind Randy Bechtel. The 94 is going to dive it down below, but the 60 is going to be right there. So looks like Wesley Pistol is going to lose a spot from where he started, but the 91 and the 60 are going to be battling it side by side. That 94 is going to be pushing the 91 right past the start-finish line and taking over 2nd and 3rd. Randy Bechtel going to be looking to take over the 4th position from Jeremy Stanley with the 09 of McGrongle. He is going to be right there behind that Toyota Camry trying to make some moves, get back up to the front. He got a sniff of that fresh air, and he wants more of it, which it's a Hornet's Nest right behind him, and I see that bright yellow 70 machine of Hollywood Smith making moves here, and he is going to dive it down to the bottom, and he is already up to 7th position, so don't count this man out yet because he is making it happen.
Oh, yeah, everybody right through there is trying
Almost
to jump
4 wide.
position. This is crazy.
3 wide. You got Chase Berry, you got Ellis Thomas, you got the 70 all right there together, and they were 3 wide just for a minute there. So this is not the last caution that we have seen, and this would be catastrophic if a caution does come out because there are no fast repairs. 8 laps to go here in the race. They are still 3 wide. You have the, looks like, what is that, the 06? You got the Michelin Barbecue 52 right there in the mix, and you got the 91 on the outside. Brad Jones, he is trying to make that high line happen, and it looks like the lead is under. Well, the lead was under fire. Chase Berry is now our leader. He's bringing those pine cones home.
He may be doing it again.
Look at Patrick Colby. We talked about that American Muscle Ford Mustang earlier. We talked to him, and look at him now. He's looking to get a podium finish here. He's got Hollywood Smith right there in front of him. Can he make something happen with that number 70? He's going to push it right in front of that 52 Mission Barbecue Machine and take over that high line and push the 52 or force the 52 to make a pass down low, but he's going to use that momentum from the 70 and the 5 to keep them at bay. So it is not over until it's over. We have 6 laps to go here in Michigan, and it is just now getting excited because a lot of players have come to play. And that 52 and that 06 of Heschman, they were really, really close coming into turn number 1.
This front pack of 7s pretty much just broke away from the rest of the field. So I don't know if that checkup where Scott Tompkins got into the wall kind of split everybody up a little bit, slowing down, but he's dropped all the way back to 24th.
You know, I am very impressed. Somebody that we don't really talk about a lot, and now he is running in the top 5. You know, we talked about him at Watkins Glen, but look at that number 13. He has now made it up to the 6th position and trying to make more of it. That 00, we haven't talked about him at all tonight. Running that red and black Chevrolet Camaro 00, and that's going to be Nick, and he is riding around in 6th, just ahead of Matt Kuntz. So a lot of, some of these drivers are looking to get really good finishes, and some of these guys we don't talk about a lot, and now we are here talking about them at Michigan, and one of them is that 9 car from Montgomery, Alabama, Mr. Patrick Colby.
And you know that yellow school bus is pretty much schooling everybody.
Well, oh no, Chase Berry is in the wall. And the Mission Barbecue number 52 is going to take over, and that's going to be Mr. Johnny Rapp from Deptford, New Jersey. Four laps to go, and it's still anybody's race as the top 3, Aaron Hollywood Smith, Patrick Colby sitting in 2nd, and Mr. Johnny Rapp sitting in 3rd, and he does not have any cushion right behind him, but Colby and Smith have a little bit of cushion, but Johnny Rapp is under fire from Jay Heschman in that 06 machine. And
I would love to see a caution. I hate to say it, I'd love to see a caution.
No,
Stack the field up with 2 to go.
No,
Let's do it.
No. I want to see a real good finish here, and here we go, 2 to go, coming out of turn number 4, and you are right. Look at the 58. He is way back. They have broken away. Looks like Patrick Colby is going to try to block the 52, but it was not able to make the block. Now they are side by side. 9 has the low lane. 52 has the high line. And let's see if he is going to be able to make the pass coming out of turn number 4. Is he going to be able to hold on to 2nd position? Not this time. Is Colby going to dive it up in front of the 06? Yes, he is. He's going to try to block that high line in the best way he can, but here comes that 00. He was looking to make it 3 wide, but no, not today. Colby said, no, we're going to keep this 2 wide for now. He is going to keep on that high line, coming to the white flag. White flag's out, and this is for all the marbles. Got Jay Heschman right there in 4th, trying to work around his way around Patrick Colby for that 3rd position, and looks like Nick came to play, and the 9 is going to look down low on that Mission Barbecue machine, and that's going to be Mr. Johnny Rapp. Is he going to be able to get there? No, but the 06 rubs the wall just a little bit. And here comes the 00. He's going to take over the 3rd position coming into turn number 3, but is he going to have the momentum as the 9, they are side by side, fender to fender? He's got the draft. Is he going to be able to pull it off? Oh my God, what a finish. Patrick Colby barely got that off. 0.01 separated those two, and I gotta go back and look at that finish because that was amazing between third and fourth.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
No door rubbing, all clean, hard racing. I mean, that was amazing. I mean, a fender.
Oh yeah, less than that if you can get away with it. Guess I guess Taylor Swift just couldn't get him up to the front on that one.
The American Muscles Ford Mustang Patrick Colby from Montgomery, Alabama, making his first podium finish here at Michigan.
What a finish.
Photo finish. Mr. Johnny Rapp making a podium finish, finishing in second. But let's take a look at your finishing order. You got Aaron Smith, winner chicken dinner. He's going to take on another win for the season. So that's win number 3. Johnny Rapp coming in second. Patrick Colby coming in third. The 00, Mr. Nick, he is going to be finishing in fourth. Jay Heschman up 13 positions, finishing in fifth. Matt Kuntz up 7, finishing in. Oh, Lucky Ducks Motorsports has liked the stream. Appreciate that. Matt Kuntz is going to be finishing 6th. Chase Berry had a little bit of run in with the wall. He is going to be finishing 2nd. Mr. Justin Wilson is going to be finishing 8th. Randy Bechdel finishing 9th. Ry Jones finishing 10th. Jeremy Stanley finishing 11th. Wesley Pistol is going to be finishing 12th. Alex Thomas 13th. Brady Powers 14th. 15th is going to be Brandon Fitterplace. 16th is going to be Chris Smith. Jeremy? That caution was a lifesaver for Aaron Smith, and he was able to make something happen on that last caution. He came back. I think he was sitting 12th or 13th. He was sitting a pretty good ways back there, and he just blew by the field and brought home the win. So great job by him. Johnny Rapp, he's up 9 positions. Great job by him. And let's bring in our top 3 and talk to him just for a minute.
How he was doing in the race, and look, he got a podium off of it. Richard, I think we got him up here with us.
Absolutely, Mr. Colby. This is Richard and Jeremy up in the booth. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
Well, man, like Jeremy said, we probably need to interview you a little bit more because now you're sitting on the podium, finished 3rd, started in 19th and up 16 positions. And man, that was an incredible last couple of laps, man. Talk to us about them.
Oh, it was nuts. I just know that we got that late caution. I had saved a set of tires with Aaron and Johnny, and it was just kind of make as much hay as you can and hope nobody wrecks in front of you.
Well, Man, the finish was phenomenal. You and the 00 pretty much door to door. You beat him by a fender. Um, were you hoping that you had enough to hold him off on that high line?
Yeah, after I let the 52 get around me, I knew that I had to kind of just plant it at the top, and that was my only hope to keep everybody else behind me. And we just happened to get the momentum up off the corner and was able to snag it out at the line.
Well, you definitely did a phenomenal job. Like I said, up 16 positions. Your first podium finish here in Slingshot Racing League, and man, you gotta be feeling great about that because next week, might be a totally different story. So you got to carry that momentum as we are gonna go to where's my here it is. All right, next week, how you feeling about Myrtle Beach?
Not as good as here, but well, you never know. Weird things happen, and we'll see. We'll kind of get in and get a feel for the car practice and see how it goes.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to talking to you again. But first time on the podium. You know what? Those shout outs are yours, my friend, and the floor is yours whenever you're ready.
Absolutely. I always have to shout out my wife who supports me in my habits that I do this with, and she's always cheering for me, so I appreciate her to the fullest.
Absolutely. Always got to support the significant other, as mine does me broadcasting, racing, and playing Daisy.
You're lucky.
But you know what? Now, I'll make you this deal. You live about an hour away from me, so if you win, I'll buy you and your wife lunch at your choice.
I'll take you up on that.
You got to win now. You got to win.
Oh yeah. That's a tough one with Aaron and Justin going back and forth with these things.
Absolutely. Well, go down and celebrate, and we will talk to you next time, and we hope to talk to you next week.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Not a problem.
Well, he's a man of subtle words.
Oh, so if he wins, I'm buying him and his wife dinner on your budget.
All right, I'll send you the money.
Okay.
Ellis, cash at me the money. Anyway, somebody who does like to talk, we got Mr. Johnny Rao.
Is he going to rap for us?
I don't know, he might. He wrapped up that second place finish, though. I think he's pretty happy with himself tonight.
Mr. Johnny Rap, this is Richard and Jeremy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do. How you doing?
We are doing pretty good. You had a good, solid finish, second place finish in that Mission's Barbecue Chevy Camaro. Man, wrap us out how it went.
I see what you did there. Yeah, I don't know. I got lucky. That's just about it. Run around in the back and saved my tires, saved the set, and then there was that 2-car wreck. That was our chance.
Well, that caution did do a lot for quite a few people. But man, you were able to get around that 9 car and left him in the dust to fight it out for his finish, and able to finish on that podium. Man, that was a great job. As you are up 9 positions, you are another big mover of the race. So not a bad night for that 52 machine of yours. We are headed into a little bit different track, and that's going to be Myrtle Beach next week. So how you feeling about that here at Myrtle Beach in this next gen car?
I have no clue what to expect. I don't even own the track yet, so we're gonna go in there with pretty low expectations and hopefully exceed them, right?
Well, we have heard that before. People talking. Yeah, I just bought this track today, and they end up winning. So we're gonna have high hopes for you. Maybe you can get it, make a couple of practice laps, and grab you another podium finish and help you out with those points. But great job tonight, man. Them podium finishes come with the shout outs, and the floor is yours whenever you're ready, my friend.
Yeah, well, shout out to, Randy, Justin, Ryan, Scott, all them guys, all the guys we raced with. They had a great run going. bittersweet. I got a good finish, but really it should have been their race. So shout out to them. Shout out to my dad. He's watching. You guys for putting the show on, and everyone that runs the league.
Well, we definitely appreciate that shout out, and I'm pretty sure everybody else appreciates their shout out. But great job tonight. We expect good things out of you next week at Myrtle Beach, man. But we're gonna let you go down and celebrate with everybody, and we will talk to you later.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
I'm disappointed he didn't throw us a rap song.
Well, I tell you one that probably would be good rapping, and Mr. Hollywood Smith, he drove out yellow school bus from the back to the front, got counted out. Myself didn't really think he was going to have much of a finish, but man, that just proves I am wrong, and I can admit I'm wrong, and I didn't think he had the best pit strategy, but Richard, he proved both of us wrong and put that bright yellow school bus in victory lane again this season.
Absolutely, and we definitely saw it coming. You cannot miss it, and we're going to talk to him right now, Mr. Aaron Hollywood Smith. You got a copy?
Yeah, I've got you.
Well, man, you made it happen, man. You played your cards just right, and you were able to blow by the field. You started pretty much around mid-pack at that last caution, and you just blew by everybody to take over that top spot, man. How are you feeling at this moment in time?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. It was a shame that the rest of the field strategy didn't work out because the folks that run my strategy made our beds, and we were about to lay in it there, but fortunately we got that caution there, and we made it work.
Yeah, that was a two-car battle that went wrong, and definitely was a saving grace for a couple of you. And y'all made it work. Like you said, you were gonna lie in your bed, and it definitely played in your favor. So congratulations on your third win, man. That is you and Justin Wilson are passing the points back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I believe that spot is going to be passed back to you with this finish here tonight, because Justin Wilson had a 8th place finish. So I believe you're going to take over that points lead once again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we took it back next week. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than fast, so hopefully I'll be able to carry that streak on for the rest of the season. But I'm looking forward to having more good races with him.
Absolutely. As y'all travel into Myrtle Beach next week, I'm going to ask you the same thing. How are you? Do you own the track?
Yeah, I've got it. It used to be my home track till they got rid of it. But yeah, it's should make for a pretty good wild card event. Looking forward to seeing how that plays out.
Absolutely. Well, Jeremy, what else do you have for Mr. Aaron?
You going to win the championship, or you going to let Wilson have it?
I'll do everything in my power to win it, short of wrecking them. So yeah, we'll see if we can put another set of good races together. If we can keep up the luck that we had tonight, and just try to replace it with being good, I think we'll have a pretty good shot at it.
Well, man, good luck as you taking to Myrtle Beach next week. We hopefully talk to you again for that point stretch. But if we don't, good luck, and we'll talk to you the next time we do.
All right, thank you.
Well, Richard, it's came and gone again. Another eventful night, Wednesday night here on SBRN with the Slingshot Racing League and Roku, Facebook, everybody that's came out tonight, Jay Swifty and Race Control dropping in. It was nothing shy of a great race.
Yeah, it was really good. Minimal cautions. The strategies that people were running, and they thought they had. It that last caution was just a game changer for a lot of these drivers. And Michigan, it never disappoints, because you have a lot of guys that you don't really talk about making big moves in the race, like Zachary Doust in that 77. He was up 12 positions. You got Larry Poland in that number 69. He was up 11 positions. So Brady Powers in that 22, he battled all night, still up 9 positions. Jay Heschman in that number 06. You know, he was fighting for the lead at one time, and you know, stayed up in the top 5 and finished 13 positions up from where he started. You know, so it never disappoints me watching this league. Can't wait to see what they can do at Myrtle Beach, and then the week after that, we're taking it to a whole different ball game there. That's
Yeah.
Eldora. So, you know, quite a few interesting tracks, you know, to that are coming. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned and come support these guys as they are coming into some difficult tracks here in the next coming weeks. You
I
know, we
mean,
got a Chicago street track. You know, on the streets of Chicago coming up, you know, within the next month or so. So it is definitely going to be interesting in the next, actually 2 months. But y'all stay tuned and, you know, come out and support these guys as they put on a great show for us each and every week here at Slingshot Racing League. But Jeremy, that's all I got for this evening, unless you got something else. All right. Well, Jeremy has nothing else, so we are going to call it a night. We appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by, hanging out with us for this race. It was very exciting. Congratulations to our big movers. Congratulations to our top 3 and Mr. Aaron Hollywood Smith for winning the race. Mr. Johnny Rapp finishing in second, and Mr. Patrick Colby up 16 positions. So he was the biggest mover of the race. Finishing in third. So great job. And, you know, we hope y'all have a great and wonderful rest of your week. Hopefully the work week won't go by too slow for you, and enjoy your weekend coming up. But y'all have a good night and God bless. And we'll see y'all next week.